Your dog is staring at a blank wall, ears up, tail stiff, and then bark, bark, bark. You look, there's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Just drywall and a light switch. You think, am I living with a furry little ghost hunter? Well, here's the thing. Your dog isn't crazy. And honestly, after today's video, you're going to look at those mysterious barking episodes in a completely different way. So stick around, because we're breaking down why your dog barks at nothing, and more importantly, how to actually help them. Before we get into it, quick disclosure. This video is for general educational purposes only. Every dog is different, and if your pup's barking is sudden, extreme, or paired with other behavior changes, please check with your vet or a certified animal behaviorist. Okay, let's go. So here's the big secret your dog has been keeping from you. They are not barking at nothing. They are barking at something you simply cannot detect. Dogs experience the world through a completely different sensory lens than we do, and once you understand this, everything starts making sense. Your dog's hearing range reaches up to 65,000 hertz. Compare that to your measly 20,000. They can hear a car turning onto your street from 3 blocks away. They can hear pipes shifting inside your walls. They can hear the ultrasonic hum of a TV on standby, the distant bark of a dog 2 neighborhoods over, or a mouse tiptoeing across your attic floor. So that nothing your dog is barking at, that wall might literally be buzzing with sound only your dog can hear. Your dog does this too, right? And then there's the nose. A dog's sense of smell is somewhere between 10,000 and 100,000 times more powerful than ours. Yes, you read that right. According to research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science, dogs can detect scent particles at concentrations nearly unimaginable to human perception. So that corner of the living room where your dog keeps sniffing and then losing their mind, maybe a mouse ran through 3 days ago. Maybe the neighbor's cat rubbed against your front door. Maybe a smell from outside drifted in through a tiny gap in a window you didn't even notice was open. Your dog isn't seeing ghosts. Your dog is reading a scent diary that you can't even see the cover of. Now, let's talk about learned territorial behavior, because this one catches a lot of owners off guard. Dogs bark to communicate and to defend their space. That's deeply wired into them. But here's the sneaky part. Barking works. At least from your dog's perspective, it does. A delivery truck pulls up outside, your dog barks like a maniac, and then the truck leaves. From your dog's brain, they just successfully chased off an intruder. They did their job. They protected the family. So what happens next time a truck comes by? More barking. Same result. Truck leaves. And now you've got a dog who is completely convinced that their barking is the reason strangers don't storm through the front door. Your dog thinks they are an extremely effective security guard, and honestly, you can't even be mad at the logic. This pattern is well documented in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior. It's called operant conditioning, and it means your dog has been accidentally trained by the environment to keep barking. The good news, understanding that it's a learned cycle, means you can actually interrupt it, which we'll get to in just a moment. But first, your dog does this too? Because this is one of the most common behavioral patterns in domestic dogs, and most owners have no idea it's happening. Let's shift gears and talk about something a little more emotional: anxiety and stress barking. This is where things get really important. Not all mysterious barking is about external stimuli. Sometimes your dog is barking because they are genuinely unsettled on the inside. Research from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior shows that dogs experiencing separation anxiety, noise sensitivity, or general stress will bark in ways that seem completely random to their owners. But look more closely at the context. Is your dog barking more in the evenings when the house gets quieter? Is it happening more on days when your schedule was off? Is there a storm rolling in somewhere on the horizon, maybe too far away for you to hear the thunder yet, but not too far for your dog's ears? Watch for the subtle body language cues that come alongside that barking. A quick lip lick when nothing is in their mouth, that's a classic stress signal, documented across multiple studies in animal behavior science. Yawning when they're not tired, looking away and then back at you repeatedly, ears pinned slightly back. If your dog is doing these things while barking at the empty room, there's a good chance it's anxiety-driven. If your dog yawns during your evening chill time and then suddenly barks at the closet, he's not bored. He might be stressed. and that's your cue to help them feel safer. Now, here's a signal that most people completely misread: the alert bark versus the alarm bark. These are two very different things, and mixing them up leads to a lot of frustrated owners. An alert bark is your dog saying, "Hey, I noticed something, just FYI." It's usually one or two barks. Then they look back at you to check your reaction. They're communicating, not panicking. An alarm bark is a whole different energy. It's repetitive, urgent, high-pitched, and your dog is fully locked in. Their body is stiff, their tail is either rigid or tucked, and they are not looking to you for guidance. They have already decided this is a threat. Here's the thing: how you respond to these two types of barking matters enormously. If you rush over, start talking in a high-pitched voice, and try to soothe your dog during an alarm bark, you've just confirmed their fear. In dog communication, that response pattern, leaning in, high-pitched sounds, physical contact during distress, mirrors what pack members do when danger is real. You just told your dog the threat is legit. A calmer, more grounded response, walking slowly, speaking in a low tone, using a hand signal if your dog knows one, communicates that you've assessed the situation and everything is fine. You're the calm leader who has it handled. Your dog's nervous system actually responds to that energy. Your dog does this too? Yes, every single one of them reads your emotional state like a book. Let's also touch on cognitive changes, because this is one that often gets overlooked and it's really important. According to a 2024 review in Applied Animal Behavior Science, canine cognitive dysfunction, similar to dementia in humans, can cause older dogs to bark at seemingly nothing. It's called CDS, or Canine Cognitive Dysfunction Syndrome. Affected dogs may bark at walls, stare into corners, seem confused at night, or react to things that aren't there. If your dog is a senior and this barking is new, please bring it up with your vet. It's treatable, and catching it early makes a real difference in quality of life. So what do you actually do about all of this mysterious barking? First, don't punish it. I know, that's hard when it's 11 p.m. and your dog is losing it at the laundry room, but punishment creates anxiety, and anxiety makes the barking worse. Instead, work on the enough or quiet command through positive reinforcement. Wait for even a 2-second pause in the barking, then mark it with a calm good and reward it. You're teaching your dog that quiet earns good things. Over time, that silence window gets longer. Second, environmental enrichment is your secret weapon. A dog whose brain is properly exercised during the day is a dog who isn't wound up and hypervigilant at night. Puzzle feeders, nose work games, training sessions, and proper physical exercise all lower that baseline arousal level. A tired brain doesn't go hunting for problems. And third, if you suspect stress or anxiety is at the root of the barking, consider a consultation with a certified applied animal behaviorist, not a trainer who uses punishment, but a behavior specialist who can help you identify what's actually driving the anxiety and build a proper desensitization plan. Your dog isn't broken, they're not dramatic, they're not trying to give you a headache at the worst possible moment, even if it feels that way sometimes. They're doing exactly what millions of years of evolution designed them to do: pay attention, alert the pack, protect the territory. They just happen to be using those ancient skills in a modern apartment surrounded by drywall and a mysteriously beeping smoke detector. Once you start looking at the barking through their eyes, or rather through their ears and their nose, it completely changes how you respond. And when you respond differently, your dog feels safer. And a dog that feels safer barks a whole lot less. If this video helped you understand your pup a little better, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel more than you know. Subscribe if you want more dog behavior content backed by real science and delivered without putting you to sleep. And down in the comments, I want to hear it. What is the weirdest thing your dog has ever barked at? The most ridiculous answer wins the title of Most Dramatic Dog Owner, which is an honor I'm fully prepared to bestow. See you in the next one.